Classic Sonic shrugs off a brief earthquake.
Hey, at least they didn't use the creep American classic Sonic design. Can we get a sin just because that was a thing?
He'll be here any second.
Ever since the Dreamcast games, Sonic never runs as fast in cutscenes as compared to gameplay.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Sonic's voice direction. Sonic was running so quickly he needed to skid to a stop, yet Tails slowly ran into frame. Tails just kicked Sonic's blue butt in a foot race.
We interrupt this game to bring in the dueling peaks for Breath of the Wild. What do you mean this came out 5 years prior?
Surprise!
Despite this being Sonic's birthday, his cake doesn't have his age on it. They use the Sonic Team logo? Why? Does Sonic know that he's in a video game developed by Japanese people who are running out of ideas? Chocolate Chow.
Happy birthday, Sonic. Hope you like this.
Like it? I love it!
If only most Sonic games were as good as that chili dog.
Sonic says this after all his friends are sucked away. I hope you get used to that music, cause you're gonna hear it a lot.
I know this is petty nitpicking, but I've always been confused as to why Tails grabs his chest in a scene. Does he have indigestion? Poor guy.
Thanks, Sonic. I thought I was dead. I'm gonna have nightmares for weeks.
I love how they didn't give Sonic any lines whatsoever when he rescued his friends. He always does these lame pre-made animations.
Considering the fact that Roger Craig Smith's voice direction is kind of awkward at times, that's actually probably a good thing.
Is it me, or is that place we were just in awfully familiar?
Not to me.
As much as we like to rag on the official Sonic timeline, that's actually a pretty cool nod. Tails was never in Green Hill Zone, and I must give credit where it's due. -1 sin.
Totally strange.
No stranger than rescuing genies in magic books or saving aliens in an interstellar amusement park.
But I have to add back a sin because of how convoluted the timeline is. Wait, what was my point? Oh yeah, when you play this game, do yourself a favor and pretend the official timeline doesn't exist.
No stranger than rescuing genies in magic books or...
Rescuing genies in magic books? I thought the storybook games weren't canon. In that case, are you sure you're talking to Tails here and not Alibaba?
Tails? What are you doing here too?
Tails? My name is Alibaba. Hey, Sonic, I saw something over there in the distance.
Being only a few yards away apparently qualifies as over there in the distance.
I'll be back soon.
Wow, you weren't kidding when you said soon.
I thought Tails was supposed to be a genius.
He is.
Then why can't he recognize that this clearly isn't his best friend from more than 4 feet away?
Good point. Maybe Alibaba wasn't as smart as we thought. Did Stardust Speedway really have a bad future? Because in Sonic CD, the canonical ending has Stardust being a good future. Did classic Sonic screw up?
This chemical plant feels familiar. And that pink water makes me really nervous for some reason.
You and every other 90s gamer out there, Tails.
Thank you, Sonic.
Amy Rose.
Wow, you look younger every day. What's your secret?
Maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. Not sponsored. Yet.
Thanks, Sonic. You did a good job back there. Hey, did you gain weight?
Knuckles is a to Sonic. Why is the Death Egg robot battle taking place after Sky Sanctuary? Did Robotnik build another one? Is he that stupid?
Yes.
Yeah, he is actually.
What? No! No! Sonic, save me!
Why should he? He just tried to murder him.
I think I figured it out. We're traveling through time and space.
This delivery makes me very sad.
Also, they didn't bother to ask the voice actress to redo classic Tails' line?
I think it's got something to do with that big thing that just kidnapped Eggman. It sounds like the same thing that kidnapped your friends. Our friends.
Wait, if Classic Tails can speak, why can't Classic Sonic?
Thanks, Big Blue.
Insert furry lap dance joke here.
When the Sonics accelerate through time, they fix space, returning color and life.
I'm not even gonna question this. These games break the laws of physics all the time.
Thanks, Sonic. You know, I got a hunch someone or something is controlling that monster.
Whatever happened to his voice in Heroes? His current voice isn't bad. I think the voice actor from Heroes sounded more fit for this role.
Besides, you know our policy. We never turn down work that pays.
Dude, there's the emerald! Pretty slick move, huh?
Well, this scene was pointless.
I was scared because somebody took me, but now I'm free! Freebie! Whee!
Same reaction, Sonic.
What's Eggman even doing here? I thought you said he'd been kidnapped by that big weird thing that sent us all to this place.
Come on, Tails, you know that there's two versions of you and Sonic, so is it really out of the question to believe that there's two Eggmans?
Okay, whatever you are!
Exaggeration aside, I think Roger Craig Smith is a competent voice actor. He's done great work like Ezio Auditore from the Assassin's Creed franchise, but his talent was wasted in this game. Ever since Sonic Colors, the direction he's given is so forced. He always had to bring this cool and semi-macho-ness to his delivery. It wasn't until the Sonic Boom franchise that his talent began to shine.
Dr. Robotnik!
Nobody calls me that anymore.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
After my most recent setback, I stumbled upon the primordial form of this unique creation.
Which so happened to be directly after Colors' ending.
In order to perfect it, I needed the help of somebody as smart as I am. Oh, you are too kind, my dear future self.
Isn't your past self not as smart as your current self? I mean, you from the past won't have as much knowledge as your current self. That's kind of not enhancing your plan.
Wow, will I really get that crazy? That was just to soften you up. Now it's time to meet your doom.
Do it, Sonic!
We'll add a Sin per cheesy "you can do it" line.
Do it, Sonic!
You got this, Sonic.
You can win, Sonic.
You've got the power, Sonic.
Focus your spirit.
We're with you guys! I believe in you, Sonic!
Don't give in, Sonic. I know you can do this, Sonic.
You can win, Sonic! You always do!
Also, where did they come from? Were there springs lying around in this clockwork area?
You can win, Sonic!
So now the Chaos Emeralds activate.
Time to scramble some Eggman, supersonic style!
Also, Supersonic Ex Machina.
I'll admit, you weren't half bad, Sonic.
Not bad! Are you kidding? He was all great! He collects how many? Wow, where does somebody put all those gold rings? You know what? I don't know. I keep forgetting to ask.
Keep forgetting to ask? Why don't you ask yourself? You've collected dozens of rings and it hasn't occurred to you that he probably carries rings in the same ridiculous way you do?
That is not how homing attacks work.
Hey, Sonic! Enjoy your future! It's gonna be great!
Ahem.
What time is it? It's the exact same time as when you asked earlier, and it'll be the exact same time when you ask later. There is no time here!
Well, the concept of time is still in effect since you are moving forward in this conversation. What you mean is that you're stuck in the same white void, where time does feel immovable.
Okay, I admit, no matter how corny these stories get, Eggman is still my favorite character. He's charismatic, has the best comebacks, and is the least cringy person out of the whole cast. He's one of the best characters of this franchise. I'll take Alpha Sin.
Let's talk about the gameplay. You see, unlike other people who only focus on the cutscenes, we're actually going to focus on the gameplay. This is Gaming Sins, not Game Story Sins, so today we're actually going to cover the gameplay.
The final boss battle. Not only is it aggravatingly long, but it's also kind of a slog.
Finish it! Looks like a homing shot.
That's a homing shot.
Careful, Sonic! Sonic, look out! It's a floating gun attack! Looks like a homing shot!
What Jack thought spamming this line was a good idea. Just say, "It's a homing attack" once and leave it at that.
Just like in Sonic Colors, the Wisps are nothing more than useless gimmicks.
Planet Wisp, both acts 1 and 2 are totally rushed. Not only are they stretched more than the other stages, they feel sloppy to play. Some of the side missions totally suck. All of the missions where you race Sonic's friends are pretty average. Find all the Chow, or one of those missions where you use your buddies to travel the level. Most of these side missions are fun diversions, but some of them are far too easy in earning an S rank.
The physics in classic Sonic's levels are occasionally dodgy. Need we mention the broken spin dash?
The Sonic 1 bonus above Green Hill Zone is a pretty cool nod.
Too bad it isn't in the PC version, unless you install a mod for it. Enemies are usually pointless filler. You're boosting for most of the game, and you just knock them away. Eggman could have hired cardboard cutouts, and they'd just be as effective. Actually, truth be told, we don't have that many qualms with the gameplay. So, let's talk about the stuff we liked.
Wait a minute. We're going to spend time removing sins for the stuff we liked? This doesn't sound like a proper everything wrong with.
Since when were these videos proper? In our last collab, we gave Lost World 23,000 sins for a freaking run button.
Finally, the biggest sin of all, the run button. By giving him a run button, you're literally taking the one feature that made Sonic unique, and that is unforgivable. Lysander, add 23,000 sins.
Will do, Dan.
Okay, I admit we went a bit overboard on the last collab.
Maybe for once, we don't completely trash a video game for the lulz.
Fair point.
Before we send any more video games, like Sonic Forces in the future, let's end on a positive note for once.
Well, I did spend over 100 hours on this game, and I admit, I love it.
That's the spirit. Where were we? Oh yeah.
Now on to the stuff we liked.
The opening cinematic, which admittedly doesn't reflect much of the game, is still awesome to see. This awesome moment.
This game is insanely fun. It refines the boost formula from Unleashed in Colors, and it feels super smooth to play. The music is plain awesome. The numerous remixes on tracks from Sonic 1 onward are admirable. There are so many good tracks that it's really hard to narrow down. Our highlights would include both remixes of City Escape, the modern track for Seaside Hill, bonus points for the composer fusing Seaside Hill and Ocean Palace together, the remix of Sonic Adventure 1's main theme,
and don't forget the remix of Sonic R's main theme. The Cash Cash guys made that song actually bearable.
The gun truck sections, while essentially being a run from a boulder chase, are still pretty cool.
The silver fight isn't complete garbage. It's actually playable. The remix boss fights for Shadow and Perfect Chaos are really good. The fact that you can turn off Omochow's voice from the option menu. Sega had the guts to include Sonic 06 in this game. Contrary to popular belief, Sonic 06 is a so bad it's good kind of game for me. I'm glad they put it in. Controls are a bit loose for modern and classic Sonic, but they're still fun to control. The overall level design is really good. With a few exceptions, the levels are wildly varied in feel and stage gimmicks.
The PC version, the version which we played for this video, is a rare case of not being total garbage. You see, big budget games that are ported from console to PC tend to be poorly received. Games like Arkham Knight, Mortal Kombat X, and Dark Souls 2 were plagued with problems during their releases. With Generations' port to PC, it not only avoided that trend, but it runs even better than the original 2011 release. Good job, Sega! The mod support for this game has been great.
By the way, this is my favorite Sonic game of all time. 10 Sins Removed.
Floating without a body in a black limbo. Ugh.
Thanks for watching.
We hope you enjoyed this video. Remember, no hedgehogs were harmed in the making of this video.
Special thanks go to the users from the Blue Renegades Discord server. They gave us input for our video. By the way, we're super stoked for Sonic Mania and Sonic Forces. I'm mostly excited for the latter. The custom character creator doesn't bother me too much. I'm just happy they're finally making Sonic Generations 2.
But it's not a direct continuation to Generations.
Well, from a gameplay standpoint, it is to me.
Sure. Hey, when are you gonna do Black Knight?
Probably in August or September. I've been really busy this year, dude.
Hey, do you want me to help you send it?
Sure.
$0.10 removed. Woo! The game is insanely fun. It refines the boost formula from Unreached. It refined the boost formula from Unreached. This game is insanely fun. It refines the boost formula from Unleashed. Considering the fact that Roger Craig's moist. Oh, my OC, do not steal.